5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and boom. 3m squared n cubed multiplied by 4mn squared. Again, classic algebra, question 2 in your paper 2. Alright, so you have 3m squared n cubed multiplied by 4mn squared. Now we are multiplying, right? We know that this expression here means 3 multiplied by m squared multiplied by n cubed. This is multiplied by 4 by multiplied by m multiplied by n squared. So in this particular situation, what I could do, just for the sake of argument, is I could say 3 by m squared by n cubed by 4 by m by n squared. Right? And I could go even further now to bring all the like terms together. So I could say 3 by 4, that's your constants, multiplied by m squared multiplied by m, that's your m's, and then multiplied by n cubed multiplied by n. So you see, we're setting up the answer step by step. So your next line would be 4 by 3 is still 12 multiplied by m squared by m, you add the powers, 2, this m here is m to the power of 1, the 1 is understood, so 2 plus 1 is 3, 12 by m cubed multiplied by n cubed by n, you add the powers, 3 plus n to the power of 1, 3 plus 1 is 4, so 12 by m cubed by n to the power of 4, so the final answer will be 12 m cubed n to the power of 4, which in this case means that the answer would be, mistake, n squared. So this would be n to the power of 5 here. So your answer would be 5, right? So the answer would be 12m cubed n 5, which means that the answer is answer B. So just a quick note before I close off this video here. You saw what happened there just now, right? I went on my merry way working on the question, and somewhere in between here I moved from n squared to n, so that at the end I had gotten 12m 4 as the answer, 12m cubed n 4, which when I looked at the answers in the multiple choice I wasn't seeing it. So that now was my clue to go back and double check, and I saw my mistake here. So we could link that over into your paper 2 now. In your paper 2 you wouldn't have that luxury, right? You wouldn't have the luxury of having something to look at to know that the answer was wrong. So the onus is up to you in your paper 2 to make sure that you don't make these simple mistakes, because if you make enough of those things you will lose a lot more marks than you're supposed to lose. Alright, so that you have to double check. You have to be very, very careful as you go along. I can't overstate that. So just be careful when you're writing up your questions in paper 2. Of course, in paper 2 you'll have the advantage of getting some marks for working, so that in a case like this, if you had made a mistake here and gotten 12m cubed n 4, then again, depending on how many marks the question was worth, you may lose half a mark or maybe 1 mark for the most. Alright, but let me try and eliminate those mistakes in the first place now. Just take your time, watch what you're doing, and move carefully from step to step. The extra time that you take to make sure that you don't make a mistake will save you time that you would have spent correcting the same mistake if you had rushed to make it. So that's basically it. Answer for this question, answer B, 12m cubed n to the power of